Okay. Hello, and welcome to the Beverage Podcast, episode 17. It's 17.
Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
Okay. I thought we were just, never mind.
It's been a while. About a
And
month.
I'm not wearing pants.
Marcus wasn't on the last one.
Blasphemy.
Forgot. I was going to record this with my camera in case GarageBand crashes or it doesn't, or the quality's crap, but yes, we are Skyping this episode
Skype in your face.
because of my incident with the guardrail last
So
month.
now Tucker's grounded.
So now
he
I'm
has
agoraphobe and I never leave my house. Which isn't that different than before. I never leave my house, but so Marcus, it's episode 17. We're doing it bi-weekly.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing an episode today. So tell me what you did this week. Quit looking at your phone.
I was looking at the prompts. Gosh.
You should have memorized them.
You're such a control freak.
I know.
What did I do this week? Well, not a whole lot of interest to other people, but I guess the most exciting thing is I played a lot of Mario Kart this week.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we finally got a Wii U that was on a good deal, and we've played Mario Kart a ton. Mario Kart 8. So.
Oh, you got one?
Yeah. We finally got one. It was super great.
That's fun. You and JoJo?
Yep. Yeah, she's actually pretty close. Like we're fairly equal when it comes to Mario Kart. She didn't grow up playing video games, so it was kind of hard finding video games that we both can be okay at. And Mario Kart's definitely that.
That's cool.
Yeah, so that's been fun. Yeah. How about you, Tuck? What have you done this week?
Oh my goodness.
Answer me!
I woke up about 15 minutes ago. That's what I did this week. Well,
I'm not wearing pants.
I've been listening to a podcast called Journey into Misery, which is about this guy like explains concepts and characters of comics to his girlfriend. So it's like sort of like what we do with like a character spotlight, but more in detail, and it's really interesting. He did a Hawkman episode, which was ridiculous. Because Hawkman's origin is like crazy. So I've been listening to those. I got into a show called iZombie. Have you heard of that?
I've heard of it, but I don't know anything about it.
It's on Netflix. First season is. It's really good.
Netflix.
It's actually based on like, it's based on the comic, but it's also based on like a series of books, more so. But they just used the name iZombie because people knew more of it, I think.
Yeah.
I've been reading Batman No Man's Land.
Yeah, how's
which
that?
Is I didn't really know about it, but I heard about it from online. From online. It's about when, like in the 90s, Gotham got hit with like an earthquake, and so it was like it's basically destroyed. So everyone left except for like a few people, and then the government like walled it off so no one could get in or out. And so like some people stayed, and it's about like everyone who's left in Gotham, and it's like post-apocalyptic kind of, because everyone's like fighting for things, and there's no power. It reminds me of like Fallout, because they're like trading like batteries for like food and all this stuff.
Yeah.
But you've got like the Penguin has like a trade thing where he's like trading. And Batman wasn't there for like a few months, and he just showed up again. and it's really good.
Sounds cool.
It's really different from normal Batman stories because he says that like there's no background noise, so it's harder for him to like sneak around.
Yeah.
Because him just opening a window is like deafening in like the silence of the city. So you can't really sneak around as bad. So he has to learn how to be Batman again.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's really cool.
it's really good. And some other books that came out were this week that came out, or this would be last week. The new Daredevil came out. That was really good. It's from
like the
new
comic?
number. Yeah, the new #1 came out.
It's actually good.
Yep. Doctor Strange #3 came out. And that one was really good. I forget what he said. He was talking about like whenever you feel like a bump, it's like showing like how people can't see the stuff that he sees, like creatures like on the astral plane. It's like whenever you feel like a chill up your spine or something like that, that's me, Doctor Strange. And I thought that was a really great line. And last night I've been watching VHS. Have you heard of that?
Isn't it just like these people find a VHS tape of like a bunch of different random things and that are like horror film style thing?
Yeah, it's a horror anthology, and it's set up like these kids are going into, they shoot these videos that they sell of like them doing messed up stuff, like breaking into buildings and like breaking stuff, and like pulling up this girl's shirt in a parking lot, and so they go to this abandoned house where they're supposed to get a tape, but it's like full of tapes.
Yeah.
And so it's like there's like 4 guys, and like each one is like setting up the camera and recording that one of those tapes onto their tape. So you'll see them set up the camera and like put in a tape, and then like after that they'll be like, they find a dead body in there like by the setup.
Mm-hmm.
And so sometimes when it comes back from one of the shorts, the body will be gone. And then, or the guy who was recording it will be gone, and they'll come in and be like, "Hey, where's so and so?" But they keep doing it. So like, the next guy will do it, and the body will be back, and then they're there. But then after the next one, he'll be gone. And so there's like whittling down like all of the people, which is like.
Yeah, I feel like I watched one of those, but I don't remember which one it was.
Yeah, I watched that one, and then I watched VHS 2 last night, which was a terrible mistake. So I watched it at 2 a.m. Like, I went to the kitchen to like put my dishes away, and I like didn't turn out the kitchen light because I was like, I'm not walking back to my room in the dark after that crap. So yeah, they're good. They're interesting. The second one was better. The setup for the second one is like these private investigators are looking for this lady's son, and it's like the same setup. It's like they're watching this kid collects these tapes that like have the craziest things on them.
Mm-hmm.
But at like usually when they're putting in the tape, they're like recording everything, so for like evidence or whatever. And every other time they put in a tape, like right before it cuts to the tape, you'll see something like moving, someone in the background like moving around the corner. Mm-hmm. So it's really creepy.
Huh.
So it really plays into my fear of there's someone behind me. That's why I always like leave photo booth on when I'm like on my computer. So I'm always afraid someone's gonna sneak up on me.
It's fun. Well, I can watch your back now and tell you when that axe murderer is coming in. I'll tell him after he slices you.
Well, I have one here, so.
No, you can't see what I can see. I've got a special filter. I've got the demon filter on.
The demon filter.
Yeah.
Wow, that must have been expensive.
It was a couple $1,000, but it was worth it. Like you can see the other side, the spirit world going on around you.
Pretty spirit world.
Spirit.
Okay. Let's get into the real stuff.
Okay.
You watched all your trailers? We're going to do that at the end.
I happened to watch the turtle one at the yesterday. Joanne happened to see it, so I watched that.
Have you watched Batman vs. Superman yet?
The newest one? Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that.
And Civil War?
Yes, I've seen that.
Okay. We're going to talk about that at the end.
Talk about that.
Okay, how'd that make you feel?
Better.
Okay. How did it taste?
Not really like anything. Surprisingly.
Okay.
I haven't eaten yet today, so that's probably why it doesn't taste like anything. Still waiting on breakfast. It's only 12:30.
Okay. Great. Oh, bye. Okay. Okay, so speaking of Batman, we were talking about it. They're doing a Batman. He's getting a TELLTALE game.
I don't know what that means. Like telling a tale of something?
It's like, have you heard of the Walking Dead game, or Fable's had one of these? Or
Fable?
it's like it's like a point and click adventure kind of.
Oh,
it's more
okay.
story driven.
Okay.
So you like go around and like investigate. Usually you're investigating something, but or just like searching, or it's like a point and click adventure. They're pretty good quality, but Batman's getting one.
Interesting. I don't think I've ever played a game. I know what you're talking about, but I've never played one like that.
I think they're mostly on PC. I haven't played one either. I just know they're like regarded as being really good. It's gonna be an episodic series, so it's gonna come out in parts. Which is how they usually do.
Yeah.
And this article said that the Batman game will put you in the shoes of Bruce Wayne and let you deal with the duality of his nature. So you'll be switching back and forth, I guess, from Bruce Wayne and Batman.
Interesting.
And
that
usually,
could be either really awesome or just the most boring thing ever.
Yeah. And usually it's like your decisions in the game will affect the ending.
Okay. So it's got like a Fable feel to it a little bit, I guess.
Yep.
Blop, blop, blop.
Oop, bop. Okay.
Oompa, loompa.
You got the first look at Gal Gadot in the Wonder Woman solo film. Did you see that?
No. Well, I saw her in the trailer, but...
Oh, did you look at any of these links I sent you?
I told you no before we started.
What the heck? Well, there's a picture. Why don't you click the link and see it?
I was trying to, and then you yelled at me for looking at my phone.
Stop looking at your phone.
I'll put you right in the crotch. Okay.
Oh, my Googleness. It's just like a picture of her in a hood with, like, her tiara on.
Justice League, Dark Movie, Rumors, Hot Rumor, Dark Project might have their new...
That's not it.
No, that's not it.
I've given away all our friends.
Wonder Woman solo film. Here we go.
Here we go.
Error 404.
Uh-oh. Well, it's a picture. I don't know if I can send you things on Skype.
No. But, so Wonder Woman solo film cast pictures. I hope this doesn't just come up with porn. Wonder Woman solo film solo movie.
Let me see here.
Well, I don't know, but
just a minute. I'm gonna try something. That's not the one from her solo film. I'm getting it. Just a minute.
wait a minute. It's not that, is it?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, because that looks terrible.
Here, look at this. Can you see this?
It's processing. Oh, okay, yeah. I think it could be cool, maybe. I mean, she looks cool in the trailer and stuff, so we can only hope.
Okay.
Looking at a picture of Ben Affleck as Batman, and he kind of looks like looks confused, like the Clooney Batman. Got that confused look under the cowl.
So what are you thinking about Wonder Woman?
I don't know. I would probably judge it very, very strongly, so I'll just wait, I guess, until it comes out. Yeah, you do that. You do that.
It's like basic.
Boop.
I think it's gonna be like either flashing back to like World War I or World War II. So she's gonna be like super old in this universe. Is she in the comics like super old?
I don't know. I feel like it varies depending on what comic you're reading. I feel like she's kind of supposed to be, but
yeah. But I got Chris Pine is playing Steve Trevor, who's like the love interest, I think. And he's like the World War II version, I think. But who knows? They're filming it right now, so.
Well, their money, not mine, so.
Is that something you're excited for, or?
I don't know. It just depends. Wonder Woman can be a really cool character, but it just really depends on who is writing, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So,
yep,
we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Shut your mouth. Okay.
Shut your butt. Your teeth are showing, Tucker.
Adult Swim announces a new season of Samurai Jack.
Yeah.
By the main dude, Genndy Tartakovsky. I don't know how to say his name.
Yeah. That guy.
They're going to finish up the Samurai Jack story about 10 years later after it ended. But I've heard that they were trying to make it into a movie, and then they're like, well, whatever, let's just do it as a TV series.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
So, yeah.
I love Samurai Jack. It was such a great cartoon.
I think it like won or was like 4 Emmys or something ridiculous.
Doesn't surprise me.
Or they were nominated at least.
Yeah. It deserved it.
It's a great show.
It's a great show!
I don't think we should do this when we first wake up anymore, because we're both just like, what? Yeah, that's the thing.
No, this is great. This is exactly what people want to listen to.
People want to hear us just acknowledge that these things exist and then move on.
Pretty much.
Where are the jokes at? What you here for? Oh.
Maya he, Maya hoo.
It's funny because your video is like the same quality as that video.
I know. Classic.
Yeah.
Hello. Salute.
So yeah.
I do.
That's something that exists and we like it.
Perchila. Hello. Hello. I don't even know. Yeah. So on to the next topic.
Okay. I hate you.
We got a new sponsor this week too. I don't know when we were supposed to throw that in there, but yeah, I think.
Did we get that promo this week?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I don't want to say here's a commercial break and then nothing happens.
Well, we'll leave it open. Here's a potential commercial break.
We might have the ad. They haven't sent us the promo yet, so it might be next time.
Yeah, but they at least paid us for it, so we're just waiting.
Pay me.
Well, you know.
Marcus sometimes just takes all the promo money because he just tells me he has a kid coming, so...
Yeah.
I really can't say anything to that, so...
It's true.
Because I eat all my kids.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
That's how you have such longevity in your life.
Don't talk about my longevity. Oh. You must... Don't look at my longevity when I'm not looking.
We should turn this into a dinner theater. The podcast into a dinner theater.
Because you're hungry, or...
With some, like, smooth jazz stuff in the background or whatever.
Feel free to pull out your saxophone.
So Bill Clinton is actually our special guest today. He was going to play for us.
He is?
Yeah. And then Kenny G was also going to come in. They were going to dual sax each other. It's going to be great.
Oh my god. Sounds disgusting. Chris Hemesworth wants to join the Guardians of the Galaxy. He wants Thor to be in Guardians of the Galaxy. He says, I'd love him to hang out with the Guardians crew. I love that film, and there's a great amount of fun to be had. Would you want to see Thor in Guardians of the Galaxy?
No.
No?
Not really. I feel like it would throw off the mojo a little bit. What they got going on. Maybe if he like showed up shortly and they did stuff like, hey, what's going on? And then he ran off.
Like a Falcon-esque?
Yeah.
Like Falcon was in Ant-Man?
Yeah, nothing more.
Just them
not really. It's like a Guardians Avengers movie.
Mm-hmm. So, what Marvel character do you want to see join the Guardians?
Wolverine.
Wolverine?
Yep, for sure. I want Wolverine in everything.
Okay. So in the comics, they have Captain Marvel, or they did, and Venom is on the team right now.
Awesome.
Because Venom's from space, so it makes sense. And when they restarted it, Iron Man was on it for a while. He had like his space armor.
Yeah, that could be okay. But Venom would be awesome. Captain Marvel would be cool too.
Beta Ray Bill would be cool, I think.
Absolutely.
Especially after like Ragnarok. Thor Ragnarok happens. He'll probably die in that because that's what happens in Thor Ragnarok. But then maybe like his hammer falls on a planet and like Beta Ray Bill picks it up. That'd be cool. And then he joins the Guardians. Yeah,
that'd be awesome. I like Beta Ray Bill way more than I like Thor. Thor's cool, but Beta Ray Bill's the man.
For those not in the know, Beta Ray Bill is like an alien who sort of looks like a horse, and he has an all gold hammer called Stormbreaker, and he is basically Thor but an alien.
Yeah, he was Odin actually created Stormbreaker for him because he's the last of his kind, because he's such a noble person and an awesome fighter.
Yeah,
he actually beat Thor one time. Like, he didn't have a hammer and beat Thor, so then Odin created a hammer for him.
Yeah, the story is like Beta Ray Bill picked up the hammer and he didn't want to give it back. So he was like, well, you two have to compete to see who wields the hammer. So they had to do like all these challenges to prove that they were worthy, and I think that Beta Ray Bill won, and so Odin was like, okay, I'll make you your own hammer.
Yeah. And didn't he initially get involved with him because he wanted him to help save his planet or whatever, but it was kind of too late.
Yeah, he has like a ship with like, it's called Scuttlebutt. And I think it like has all of his people on it or something, or they're in like stasis or something like that, and he protects it. And it was being attacked by like Surtur, the demon.
Okay.
Or fire demons or something.
So he's got to go find a planet or whatever that's inhabitable before he can release the people.
Or something like that.
Yeah. Okay, makes sense.
Another one I thought would be cool is Silver Surfer. I'd love to see him in the movies just because they're so, like, kind of like, you've got two green people. You need to spice it up a little bit. Have a chrome guy in there. I think it'd be cool.
Yeah. They could put LeBron James in there. We were going through Toys R Us the other day, and they had basketball action figures. LeBron James is chrome.
Really?
He was the only one out of the whole line of action figures. Yeah.
Is he chrome in real life?
Yeah, that's why I remember him.
I don't watch basketball, so.
Get out of my house!
I'm not in your house.
Yeah, I know.
Or am I?
I can see me behind you.
Dead air. All right, moving on. There's a rumor that the Cyborg movie, it's going to be in 2020, could be retooled to be a Teen Titans movie.
Yeah, that might be better. I don't know that Cyborg should get his own movie.
So you think, that's what I was just going to ask. It's like, would you rather see a Cyborg movie than a Teen Titans movie?
No, I'd definitely rather see a Teen Titans movie. I feel like that there's a lot more options with that.
That's true. And teen movies are usually more fun. Now, who do you want to see as on your Titans movie?
I'd be fine with the basics of like
Is there
Raven, was it Stargirl or what? Not Stargirl. Starfire, Cyborg, Beast Boy, and either Robin or Nightwing. Probably Nightwing.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I'd be game for that.
So then you could always add other characters.
Yeah.
Like Kid Flash and Superboy and Red Arrow.
Yeah. Pew pew.
Because they also have a TV show that they're working on for Teen Titans.
I feel like Teen Titans could work as a decent TV show.
I mean, they've had a few weeks ago, or last week, they had the Hawkman, Hawkwoman, and Red Arrow show up on TV. Not Red Arrow, Red Tornado show up the same week on television.
That's awesome. I love Red Tornado.
It's like we live in a world where those characters can't exist in live action. The weirdest Red Tornado and Hawkman and Hawkwoman. Hawkgirl, sorry.
Did they make Red Tornado look stupid?
Oh, he didn't look as stupid. They CGI'd his eyes, and I think he worked better on screen. But then she just blew him up with her heat vision at the end.
What?
Yeah, they were fighting, and she did her solar flare or something. Superman has a new move where it like releases all of his solar energy from all of his cells at once. And so she did that, but it was really just her using her heat vision and screaming. Because the episode was all about like Supergirl having anger issues. Yeah. So she blew him up basically.
That sounds
But he's an android, so he can come back.
It's terrible. You show him up one time and then he blows up.
Yeah, well, that's happened before. They did that with Atom Smasher on The Flash.
Of course they did.
He was in the opening of season 2. And
why would you try and keep around cool characters? That doesn't make any sense.
Yep. So he's dead. They shoved him in a nuclear reactor and killed him.
Oh, that's nice.
I was like, oh, are we just killing our villains on The Flash now? Is this Arrow season 1? I was like, don't do this to me. And like the first 3 villains like died in season 2, and I'm like, okay, is this just what we're doing now? There's Team Flash, just a bunch of murderers. They don't comment on it. But anyway.
That's garbage.
Also, spoiler alert. Did you hear about Supergirl?
No.
About this week's episode? They had a big character reveal that got ruined for me. Because I was looking up prompts for this freaking show before I watched it. And they were just like, this is the person that's on Supergirl this week.
No. Who is it?
They had Hank Henshaw is like the director of the Department of Aliens or whatever. The DEO, I think is what it's called. DEA or something. And then you think, because he's Cyborg Superman in the comics, so you're like, oh, it's Cyborg Superman. And throughout the first few episodes, his eyes have been glowing red, and so you're like, oh my gosh, he's already Cyborg Superman.
Mm-hmm.
And then this past week, it's revealed that he was not Cyborg Superman, he was Martian Manhunter.
Oh.
And he did like a full like CGI like Martian Manhunter. He like turned into him, and it looked pretty good.
Huh. Very cool.
Might be able to find a picture for you.
Johns.
Oh, well, all right. There's his eyes glowing. There, that one.
Huh. That's not half bad.
You see it?
Yeah. Wish he was shirtless, but can't have everything.
All right. He looks pretty good.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Sure, he won't look like that all the time because that costs a lot of money, but let's move on. So some details came out about the Green Lantern Corps movie.
Oh gosh.
They said that the movie is shaping up to be a buddy cop style action movie with like Lethal Weapon. Wherein Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart, the film's leading lanterns, would be the Riggs and Murtaugh of the story.
Well, if they could at least start it and put it out as a comedy, then maybe I could appreciate it.
Now, what if they actually got Mel Gibson and Danny Glover?
That would be amazing.
And it was just shot just like a Lethal Weapon movie.
That would become my most favorite movie of all time.
And
just
Jon
because.
Stewart was always saying, I'm too old for this shit.
Yes!
And instead of Hal Jordan having a dog, or like Riggs has a dog in the trailer, he has a Gnort, or whatever his name is.
Yes!
as a roommate.
That'd be awesome. That'd be great.
I'd be down for that.
Yeah, I could appreciate that. At least then I would expect it to be a comedy. Unlike the last one, you didn't expect it to be a comedy, and then it turned out to not even be that funny.
Yeah, but it was a joke.
Yeah, it was definitely a joke, just a bad one. Stop choking on that!
Sometimes I just fill my lungs up with water, but
It's cool. I hear it's fun.
anyway.
It's like the drowning sensation without drowning.
Yep. I just like to waterboard myself.
Yeah, me too.
Justice League Dark rumors. There's some rumors. This was a while ago, actually. I just haven't been able to talk about it. Del Toro has left the project, but the studios liked his script so much that they're going to go ahead and make it. So they had some casting.
So what movie is this?
Justice League Dark.
Justice
League Dark.
So it's going to be the Justice League movie, but it's going to be dark.
It's like all the magical people.
Oh, okay.
So Guillermo del Toro wanted Ron Perlman to play Swamp Thing.
Yeah. He wants Ron Perlman to play everything.
Yeah. Uh, the studio disagreed with Del Toro's choice to play John Constantine and is seeking A-list talent. Right now, the front runner for the part, like Colin Farrell,
Gosh,
was currently shooting blah 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 with the studio. However, Ian McGregor has also been approached for the same part.
For Swamp Thing?
For John Constantine.
I don't know who John Constantine is.
He's a magic man.
I don't know.
You don't know who John Constantine is?
I don't think so. Unless we're talking about Constantine that like fights demons.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Never mind then. The one that I would rather have Keanu Reeves as Constantine again than Colin Farrell. Colin Farrell is one of the worst actors of all time, especially as Bullseye.
He smokes, and there was a TV show. This guy, look at my screen, all this stuff.
Look at your screen.
Now I gotta go back to my Bramps.
Yeah.
I'd
I'd rather see Seth MacFarlane.
It's possible that the one that doesn't get the role of John Constantine could fall back to Jason Blood, the human side of Etrigan the Demon.
Oh, yeah, okay.
For Dead Man, Warner Brothers is looking for a comedic presence, so somebody who's funny. I think
Will Ferrell.
Louis C.K.
Okay, that'd be okay. Him or Will Ferrell?
Michael Cera.
No.
Yes.
No.
I don't know. Macho Man Randy Savage. He's dead.
Yeah!
You could do the part. For Zatanna, they are still searching for a Hispanic/black actress to fill the role. So just like change a person, or just want to make a not white character, which her being Hispanic or black wouldn't change her character. So I don't care. And right now, Monica Bellucci.
Yeah?
It's like the top choice to play magic user Madame Xanadu. I don't know who Madame Xanadu is.
I don't either.
That's it. How do you feel about that? So that's your team. Swamp Thing, John Constantine, Etrigan, Deadman, Zatanna, and Madame Xanadu. That's their Justice League Dark, which is a pretty good one.
Yeah, I think the team sounds good. I feel like the acting sounds awful. But, whatever.
You don't want Colin Farrell. I think he'd be good as, like, Jason Blood, person. Just because he's kind of like a crazy person.
He's not, though. You can tell he's clearly acting. It's terrible. Colin Farrell needs to stop. He needs to do us all a favor and go home.
Do you know he was in his like girlfriend died, or was like murdered, and he was like investigated for like the murder, and like they couldn't convict him for some reason. So he basically killed somebody.
Sounds about right. He is Bullseye.
That's true. Well, that's that. I'm hoping it's still good, even though Del Toro's not directing it anymore.
Yeah, I feel like that movie has to be like a Del Toro type thing, but if not, it's probably not going to be very good.
Indiana Jones 5 is in the works. It's reported that like thousands of people have auditioned for the role of Indy. And there was like
it's just putting music to your talking. Go ahead, keep going.
Thousands of people have
Da, 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 da.
auditioned for the role. I don't remember who was on the list. There was like a bunch of stupid tweens.
So this is supposed to be like
but
back in
Spielberg
time?
says he wants to do it with Harrison Ford, and nobody else is Indiana Jones except for Harrison Ford.
Well, he's already screwed that up because they made those young Indiana Jones like TV show or whatever thing.
That was a CGI. It was still him.
No.
Who do you think should play Indy? New or old?
Old Indiana Jones movies are done. They need to be over and done with. If they wanted to do any Indiana Jones movies, it should be like one when he was younger, and they can pick somebody else to do it. So, like, well, let's just say Ryan Gosling. We'll just go with Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling.
Even though he never wants to eat a cereal, we'll go with Ryan Gosling.
Doesn't want to eat his cereal. Oh my goodness. I'm still saying Michael Cera.
Oh, Jon Stewart.
Like current, like he's just like he's playing old Indiana Jones with Shia LaBeouf. He's still like
Well, if we're gonna play an old Indiana Jones movie, make another one. Let's just do Bill Murray.
Bill Murray is Indiana Jones.
Yeah. Yeah, and if Shia LaBeouf shows up in another Indiana Jones movie, I will never watch any of those movies again.
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf. He's taking a dump in your bedroom. Shia LaBeouf. He just ate the poop that's in your bedroom. Shia LaBeouf.
Oh.
Shia LaBeouf, I hope you're listening to this. Put the bag over your head and jump into the river.
Did you hear about that thing he did where he rented out like a movie theater for like a day or two, where it was like you could walk in or out, and he just filmed himself watching all of his movies.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny. I think he fell asleep during Transformers Dark of the Moon because it shows him just like flinching. I seen like pictures, and then like on the end he's like on the ground.
Yeah.
And like whenever he went to the bathroom, they like stopped the movie, so he was always watching his movies. So they like paused it.
That's terrible. Why would you do that? They're not good, and you're a crappy actor.
I mean, he's like an artist or something. It's like whatever.
He's a self-involved doucher, is what he is.
I thought it was funny.
Whatever, Tucker. Your humor sucks.
Shut your gob, Marcus. Don't speak to me unless spoken to.
Don't speak to me unless spoken on.
What?
Oh.
Did you forget to turn off your screen shaver?
I did.
Oh my goodness.
Oh gosh.
Marvel says they didn't want to put any Iron Fist news out during Jessica Jones because I just discovered I could do a Donald Trump impression. Because they didn't want to distract from Jessica Jones. They didn't put anything out. Mm-hmm. And then I was going to just kind of talk about that, but then a few days earlier they released that Marvel, they found a showrunner for Iron Fist, and it's Scott Buck. You heard of Scott Buck?
No.
He has done. I looked this up. He's done Dexter, which is the most.
Does he play Dexter?
No, this is like he's written on it. This is the person that's gonna like decide like what each episode is about, and like he's a showrunner, so he's gonna help write episodes and do.
So as of right now, we know it's gonna be a crappy ending to the show. So
I guess I don't know how Dexter ended. I was on like season 3 before I stopped watching it.
Yeah, Dexter ended where he killed some people. Like some lady died. He floated out into the ocean during a storm, and then the very end of it was he went and became a lumberjack.
Really?
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
I mean, that's the dream, right? To abandon your wife and family and just become a lumberjack.
Yeah, I guess if you can't whack people, you might as well whack trees.
Yep. So Dexter, he did Rome, 6 Feet Under, Nikki. He did The Oblongs. Remember that show on Adult Swim?
Oh, that show was weird, but kind of hilarious sometimes. Had Will Ferrell in it, so.
The Naked Truth.
You're naked.
He wrote Tremors 4.
I'm out.
And he wrote 1 episode of Everybody Loves Raymond.
Okay, I'm back in. Great show.
So nothing really kung fu or action oriented.
Everybody Loves Raymond.
That's true. So it's not looking very good. I mean,
surprise!
Dexter wasn't bad, but
is mayonnaise an instrument?
okay. So what do you you don't care about that, I guess?
No, not really. I've never been much of an Iron Fist fan. He's kind of cool, but whatever.
Iron Fist is awesome. Shut your gosh dang mouth.
I have seen the first episode of Jessica Jones, and it was all right. My wife likes it. Yeah. So.
Did you watch Daredevil yet?
No.
How are you going to watch Jessica Jones and not Daredevil?
Because I'm not very good at watching TV shows because I play video games instead. And the only reason I watched Jessica Jones is because my wife was. So then I watched it with her. So I'm like, okay, fine. Why not?
Okay.
So she's not watching Daredevil, so I probably won't because I'm not that interested. Yeah, that's right. I'm not.
I'm sorry that you hate things that are good.
Well, yeah.
Or yeah.
That's why I like you.
Oh. All right, we're just burning me now on the air. Thanks. Okay. Trailer time.
Trailer.
Do the trailer song, Marcus.
Oh, wait, that was never mind. Bum, 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 bum. That's the Price is Right.
Price is Right. That's it. I was like, Wheel of Fortune? No. Okay. We got 3 big two big trailers and then Ninja Turtles.
You're a big
Civil War trailer. What'd you think of it?
I thought
we talked
awesome.
about that last time with my during the TV episode, but I want to hear what you thought of Civil War.
I thought it looked fantastic, and I thought that Black Panther looked great too. That was awesome. I'm excited for it. It looks like it's wonderful.
Yep.
I liked what I was seeing.
Highlights of the trailer.
I thought it was really cool when the very last scene when Bucky and Captain America are beating the piss out of Iron Man, like throwing the shield back and forth and stuff like that. Like, of course, it's superheroes doing super things, but everything that I see in it, it looks like it's believable as well. Like it's not too far-fetched or whatever that's going on.
Right.
So I'm happy about that. I'm very excited to see what they do with Black Panther. I would like Storm to show up as well, but you can't have everything.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, it was awesome. I don't really have any complaints about it.
Good. Speaking of complaints, what'd you think of Batman vs. Superman?
I don't know. I want to like it, but it's really hard for me to say it looked good because it looks like it has potential, but then when Wonder Woman shows up, I don't know. It's like I feel like it's cool that Wonder Woman's in there, but I just hope there's not a whole lot of slapstick garbage like, oh, I thought she was with you.
Right.
I thought that Doomsday looked like garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Doomsday looks stupid. It's like, why couldn't you do something like the comic in the comics? Like the Doomsday that killed Superman, why can't you make him look something like that instead of a Ninja Turtle that's mutated further than he should have with no shell?
That's true. I saw a picture online of them photoshopped a mask onto him, and it was pretty funny.
Yeah, so again, I'm still probably going to see the movie, but I'm not holding out high hopes at all for it. So,
Right. See, I think it started out, I liked it. Like, with him and Clark and Bruce talking to each other. I really liked that scene.
Yep.
And then Jesse Eisenberg showed up, trying to be an extrovert. See, that's what it felt like to me. It felt like he's a renowned introvert, Jesse Eisenberg is, and he's trying to be an extrovert. He's trying to be an outlandish person. You can tell that he's uncomfortable doing that.
Oh, is he the one playing Lex Luthor?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he looks terrible as well. Like, I was not...
He's just, like... I don't know why they picked him. It's like... He's not good. They're trying to make him be, like, funny or something, and he's not funny. He's just awkward.
Yeah. And Lex Luthor's not that way at all.
Right.
I forgot about that. I blocked it from my memory. So thanks for bringing up that bad news back into my memory banks.
See, the Jesse Eisenberg parts were the parts that turned me off the most.
Mm-hmm. It was very
Besides
hard to watch that.
the Superman and Batman stuff was fine.
Yeah, I agree.
And then they just ruined Doomsday's in it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they could have not shown us that, and it would have been fine.
Yeah. Yeah, they're showing way too much stuff in trailers.
I think he's like an imperfect clone of, like, Zod or something.
Yeah.
So he's sort of like Bizarro, more Bizarro than... that might be what they're setting up to do Bizarro later, because they're showing that they can clone Kryptonians or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Which that could be interesting if they had, like, Henry Cavill play both parts, but... yeah, and then they just start doing jokes at the end.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they were doing a darker tone for these films, and they're like, oh, well, then we'll put jokes in here, and then we'll have Jesse Eisenberg act like an idiot.
Yeah.
And throughout that entire movie, no women spoke at all.
Mm-hmm.
Women were spoken to, but they didn't say anything.
That's true. Yeah.
Which is just great quality.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what we look for in movies.
It's like
we're back in the 50s.
Like Lois Lane gets spoken to, and then Wonder Woman doesn't speak at all. It's ridiculous.
It's going to be terrible. But whatever. I'll be a consumer whore and watch it anyways.
I might buy a ticket to a different movie and then go see it. That's what I did with Ninja Turtles. I bought tickets to Guardians of the Galaxy, and then I went and saw Ninja Turtles.
That makes sense. You paid to be in a movie.
And that's what I suggest all of our listeners do. If you're going to see a movie that's probably going to be awful, buy a ticket to Guardians of the Galaxy and then go see it.
Yep.
1 ticket to Guardians of the Galaxy, please. That's not in theaters anymore.
Give me a ticket!
Give me the goddamn ticket.
Bobby, give me a ticket.
Bobby, give me that goddamn ticket right now.
I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you what.
I don't even want to talk about the Ninja Turtles one because it looks awful. I think it's fine that they're
bringing back...
This is Ninja
Turtle time.
I think it's fine that they're bringing back Bebop and Rocksteady, but those movies are just awful.
I mean, it just looks like a cartoon when they're all of them are on the screen.
Why not just put cartoons in it instead of like having these CGI pieces of garbage? Put the cartoons in it.
Looks like they made them a little bit smaller.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Turtles
you're right.
Look a little bit shorter in this one. I'm definitely okay with them not making them Hulks.
Yeah.
They're still pretty huge, but they're not like as big as they were in the other one. And I think they changed their designs a little bit because Leonardo didn't have like his samurai thing on his chest.
Yeah, definitely should not have been made.
And we got Bebop and Rocksteady. with Sheamus as Rocksteady, wrestler, and I think they looked good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they did look good, but I just don't
then,
like the CGI
Tyler
in real
Perry
life
is
stuff.
Baxter Stockman.
Yeah.
Medea is Baxter Stockman. Which I don't know if he'll become a fly in this one. And I think there's a new Shredder, cause they had that one guy with the claws.
Yeah. Maybe it's
Maybe
Shredder Jr.
Maybe it's Tatsu. Maybe
Kung
Tatsu?
Fu. I don't actually.
he was his like right hand man in the first two movies.
Oh. Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh, master, gone. I Tatsu now lead. That's like anyone. What'd he say? Who would challenge step forward, and then like the doors open and Shredder's like, I challenge, Master Shredder. I could probably quote that all of Ninja Turtles 2 right now, but I'm not gonna do that.
I don't know why. Why not just go back to the old rubber suits? Those were way cooler than this CGI stuff. You can, and the technology that's out there, you could like make them look even better than they used to, and they look great. Like, do the animatronic stuff instead of this garbage CGI. It looks like butthole. It never looks good to do the CGI mixed in with real humans.
Because they want to have they want to have actors in there so that they can get more people in the theaters. They're going to show that their actors are in the movie so that they'll have more people come in and see it.
Well, do it just like they did. They had Corey Feldman do a voice back in the day. They had A-list actors. Well, Corey Feldman's not A-list, but he's
relative to the time.
Yeah, relative to the time, they had A-list actors doing the voices of them, so you still had AS.
Yes.
You had ass actors. Yeah, so if that's what it's for, just do it like that again. But, I don't know. They're ruining my childhood. And screwing up all these other kids' new childhood, and they're just going to be shitty people because of it. Because of the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, boy.
Talk to me, boy.
Yeah. I think this one looks better than the first one.
Yeah, I never saw the first one.
He didn't? Well, he didn't miss much.
Yeah, that's why I didn't see it.
There's like one cool part where Splinter's beating up like 4 guys at once.
When every 8-year-old in America latches onto something and says it's the greatest thing ever, then I know I don't want to see it. And when every kid's like reenacting a scene where they're beatboxing, I'm out.
Oh yeah, the elevator scene. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
I'm judgmental.
We don't have to do this last. I had a question of the week, but I think we've talked about it to death. But did you have anything for that?
What was the question of the week?
Which characters do you want to see in the MCU or DCU, to the cinematic universes? I told you about this like last week, so you could think about it.
Okay. I don't remember
because that doesn't mean anything anymore.
I don't remember that at all. But let's see. From the DC universe, I would like to see Wolverine.
Yes, let's do it. Yes, I want to see the Avengers in the Justice League movie.
Because then it might turn out to actually be an okay movie.
Yep.
I don't know. I still want to see a good Green Lantern movie, but I feel like that's just never going to happen. So, Lobo. Let's go with Lobo.
Yep. I had a few. For Marvel, I had Darkhawk, because I talk about him all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I could see him like join the Defenders maybe for the Netflix shows. I'd say a Young Avengers movie would be cool.
Yeah, that could be cool.
Wonder Man, and The Spot.
Yep. I still want to see like a well done X-Force movie.
X-Force? Like, who on it?
Let's see. Wolverine, James Proudstar, Wolfsbane, X-23. Domino.
Archangel.
Yes, an Archangel.
That'd be cool.
Awesome. Yep.
I haven't really introduced a lot of those characters either.
Yeah, that's true. Because I think outside, like, they showed Angel a little bit, and they're probably going to... Are they still doing that Apocalypse movie? Is that still being created and going to come out?
Yeah, it's done. Why would they stop?
Because it's awful.
They don't care if it's awful. People are going to go see it.
That's true.
They could make a big turd and call it Superman, and people would pay to see it.
That's true.
Put a turd in a cape, which is basically what they did with Man of Steel.
Yeah! Oh, man.
And I'd buy it and watch it for 2 hours. Doesn't matter. That's why they're making these movies. That's why they're doing so many reboots and remakes. It's because they're established brands, and people will go and see them.
Yeah.
That's why they don't make original content anymore. People don't want to see it.
Because people are stupid. You're all sheeple.
They don't want to take a risk and see something new. They want to see something they know that they've seen before.
Yep, that's true.
Anyway, for the DC side.
You're all sheeple. Go watch Attack on Titan.
Justice Society. I'd love to see them in a movie.
I would too, until they made it crappy.
Scott and Jay Garrick.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to see the Crime Syndicate.
Okay.
Superboy Prime.
Okay, I can see that.
Animal Man.
Okay.
And Swamp Thing. But they're doing Swamp Thing, so.
Yeah.
I'd love to see, like, Swamp Thing as the bad guy in Batman.
That'd be awesome.
Even though he's not a villain, but...
Yeah, but if there's something going on with the environment, then he does.
I think, like, every Batman movie from now on should be a Batman versus somebody. So, Batman versus Swamp Thing is the next one. And Batman versus the Anti-Monitor. Batman versus Green Arrow. Batman versus...
And the last one could be Batman versus Cancer.
Oh, no. What's that one guy who's like is there a radioactive
like man?
The Atomic Skull or something? Have him fight him and be like, and have him bite his crotch and be like, you got testicular cancer, Batman. That's his doctor, I guess.
You didn't tell me you were radioactive this whole time.
Radioactive.
Whoa, uh-oh. That shows Batman howling about it. Whoa, uh-oh.
Yep. It's played by Bono.
I feel it in my balls.
Is that you too?
The cancer's growing strong. Welcome to... No, that's not you two. That's Imagine Dragons.
Oh, is it? Oh,
yes.
okay. I don't know anything about that.
Gosh, you're like a 4-year-old.
I know.
Anyways.
Anything else you want to talk about?
No. It's already been an hour and 4 minutes, so we should probably be done.
Okay, so what you got? Do you have any? Do you have any? What are they called? Recommendations.
Recommendations. My recommendation for this week would be
your belly showing on the Skype call. That belly, boy. That belly.
Venom Lethal Protector.
What?
Venom Lethal Protector.
Okay.
Classic.
That's fine.
It's a beautiful classic. Just beautiful.
I don't remember if I had one. I don't have one this week. I can't think of one.
Well, there we go. Ducker sucks this week, kids.
Sorry.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Everybody go read Venom. Lethal to Protector. It came out in the 90s.
Yep.
Mediocre at best.
Yeah, but it had Venom in it, so.
Yeah. That's what their whole thing with that was. It's like, it has Venom in it, but it has Venom in it.
Pretty much. If you want to read any good Spider-Man-esque comics from the 90s, just read any Todd McFarlane stuff. That's good.
Right. I just said, I didn't talk about this one. They're doing a Vader Down event where the Star Wars comics are all like a crossover.
Yeah.
Where, like, Vader has crashed on whatever their base planet is.
Namek?
They have a new base. It's not the one from the movies yet. But he, like, has landed, and they're all sending everybody to try and get him, but he's just killing everyone who tries to arrest him.
That's awesome.
So, yeah. There's a Vader Down #1 is out there. You could find it. And then there's been a few that's going through Star Wars, Darth Vader are the two books, I think. It's going back and forth. So, yeah. It's really good.
Awesome.
Check that out.
Check it out. Check it out.
Anything else you want to... I should probably say we're on YouTube. We're on Libsyn. And I have the link for the Libsyn page in our show notes now. So if you want, you can download the episodes from there. If you don't have iTunes.
Cool.
I have the links to our iTunes in our show notes, and I'll have all the links to the things we talked about down there, plus a link to either Amazon or Comixology, so you can find things that we suggest. I'll leave links to those as well down in the show notes. So feel free to subscribe, follow, leave a comment. Tweet at me.
Tweet.
Beverage.
Tweedledee.
Send me a message on Facebook. Tell me how much you like the show.
A lot.
What's our next episode? Is that a Christmas one?
I have no idea.
Our next episode, I think, isn't Christmas on the weekend this year?
No, it's on I guess so.
Oh, it's a Friday.
Friday. Christmas in on Friday.
So our next episode will come out the 26th. So we'll have to Thursday's Christmas Eve, so we'll probably have to film that on a Wednesday or an earlier day.
Yeah, we'll see what works out.
Yeah. But that's it for us this week.
All right, everybody, Beverage out.
Everybody, thanks for... Oh, we forgot to leave a break in case we want to put a commercial in, but I'll find a space for it.
Here's a break.
I mean, yeah.
We'll just put a...
Everybody, say goodbye.
Goodbye.